Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand aquarium emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only show in any dimension still hosted, the only game show that is, still hosted by an incredibly wonderful narcissistic being. It's me, Fluval. I'm dressed up because you gotta dress for the job you want, and of course I want to be the host of Jeopardy! Because I just think it's fun to inflict suffering on beings who think that they're smart.
Look at all of them. They all want you to host Jeopardy.
They all want me to host Jeopardy. They all want Sony to pay up for the fees for me to go to the third dimension. And with me, of course, is intern,
Kristie.
Hi there,
Kristie.
intern,
Intern.
Welcome, intern Hi,
I'm intern Kristie.
Welcome, intern Carousel, and this is Grand Trivia,
Kristie. My name
the
is
show
intern
where you get to
Kristie.
compete
Hi.
against your fellow lowly third-dimensional beings.
They are like herd animals.
They are like herd animals.
So they all kind of gather together in their own little dimension.
Sony refuses to add me to their deal with Marvel that lets Spider-Man appear in the MCU. I want to be the next big bad. I want to be your Thanos, baby. I want to be
You'd be
your
such a good Thanos.
personal Thanos.
You would be such a good personal Thanos.
Who
You're
needs
my
Kang the
friend.
Conqueror when
Yeah.
you've got Fluval, the trivia master?
Yeah, the
Hey.
trivia master Fluval.
Hey,
Trivia
hey.
It's Fluval. It's
Wow,
Fluval.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, intern Charlene, but I'm actually dragging you with me as I move it, and you're getting bigger and smaller with me.
It happens. It's 'cause I'm
That's how powerful I am.
You're so powerful.
Wow, look at me.
You're so powerful. Fluval.
I am mighty. I am Fluval.
Oh my god.
Look at
Fluval absolutely has gravity.
I have so much gravity, you don't even
In fact,
know.
he is gravity. He is responsible for, who was it? Catherine Bullock? Her death.
Oh, Sandra.
Sandra. Of course.
Praise
Sandra.
me indeed, Lindsay Premel.
Yeah.
And if you want to show your praise for me, the best way you can do that is, of course, by playing Grand Trivia today.
Yay!
So if you go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 1765838, you get to prove your own knowledge of trivia. What happened?
So sorry, I'm so sorry. I got it. It's okay.
Oh, do
Everything's okay, Fluval.
I make?
Fluval makes incredible trivia.
I make trivia.
Yeah. That's what Fluval
I don't know what
makes.
you're referring to, Stephen Premel.
Incredible content.
That's what I do. I make content. I'm a.
Oh my god, for the Grand Aquarium.
Okay. You know, welcome.
Oh, not the Zodiac
Welcome. I'm not the
Killer
Zodiac
is
Killer.
Welcome.
For the
I am
first
not
time.
the Zodiac Killer. We think you're the Zodiac Killer, and we're super into it. Welcome to Grand Trivia,
Welcome to
the
Grand
only
Trivia.
trivia show in any dimension. attention, completely focused on the hatred and humiliation of human beings.
In the form of trivia.
That's right! Oh my god!
And so far, Hugh and HordeJedi have signed up. Hello, Hugh!
Hello, HordeJedi.
This may be the Hugh who performed in your open mic intern, Cheryl.
Oh my god! Hi, Hugh!
Which would be pretty wonderful if that's the case. Single Walk Run is here, as is Stephen Premmel. And no,
Hello.
I do not poop.
No, that is a third
Let me make
thing.
one thing clear. I don't poop, okay?
No.
I just need you to know I don't
Never.
poop because I don't consume matter because I'm
No.
a fifth dimensional being, so I'm beyond lowly third dimensional practices such as consuming matter. Oh, look, my hat's a little transparent. Bet you never noticed that before.
Yeah.
But I did notice that there's still plenty of time for you to sign up for Kahoot, even though time, of course, is an illusion.
Fluval doesn't poop. We have interns for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Magic Unicorn 58 and Bleep Bloop.
Welcome, Bleep Bloop.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you for
welcome,
actually
Jazz
explaining it, Horde Jedi.
Fadson.
Welcome, Jazz Fadson. Yes.
Welcome.
Kahoot
We're
is
so
an-
excited.
And to explain, Kahoot is an app that you can use to play trivia along with me, intern
Not
Charlene,
Zodiac.
and your fellow lowly human beings. Thank you, not Zodiac. Thank you, Bootleg Bart. They're in!
And we have the Zodiac Killer, not the Zodiac
It looks
Killer.
like Kahoot censored someone's name, so let's give them time to rejoin and
Yes, and use their true name.
Use your true name.
Names are like so important.
It's
like
a little-
Fluval.
Yeah,
And
what's
Grand
up?
Aquarium Empire Network.
Yeah.
The name of our network,
That
which
is the
exists
network this
outside
airs
of time
on.
and space.
Yeah.
It's the best network in the entire multiverse, and yeah, we're super excited for you, True Name, to fight
Welcome,
for the fate
True
of
Name.
your planet.
you know there's power in names, so that might be the leg up you need to win trivia today.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. What? For reasons I care not to remember, YouTube. Ooh.
Oh, corn video.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Corn.
That was wild. I did not expect all the corn puns to come out there, but they did. They just kept popping right out of me.
Just corn. Just full
Just
kernels.
corn. Okay.
Full kernels.
Welcome, 1BBBR, aka Single Walk Run. It looks like, okay, now we have Kit Kat. Welcome, Kit Kat.
Break off a piece. Oh my god.
Break off a piece of that brain as it's time for grand trivia. Here comes question number 1 in 3. I always forget about the countdown. Question 1. Proteins
to.
are made up of what kind of acid? Amino acid, lactic acid, hydrochloric acid, or totally jacked alpha acids, bro. What are these? Make you... Oh, 8 of you knew it. It is, in fact, amino acids.
Good job. I love aminos.
Aminos are great. Poor Jedi says this is a hard one. I would agree, because third-dimensional human biology is a mystery to me.
Super mysterious.
Oh, that's
All
a
I
good
know-
one, Jazz Fadson.
Yes, amino acid. Everyone knows that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
the quiz
But
all.
they don't know that it's amino acids that actually run most things. Much like how the Grand Aquarium Empire Network actually runs, like, all of the good media you've ever consumed.
We're also
That's
behind
right.
a lot of universal constants that you humans think are natural laws.
Yes.
But now let's see who's flexing their way up the leaderboard. Oh, in first place it's Single Walk Run. In second place it's True Name, then Kit Kat, Stephen Premmel, and Bootleg Bart. Everyone's pretty close. I mean, the biggest gap is 9 points so far, so it's very much still anyone's game.
How did you get those files? How do you have this knowledge? One baby.
If it's not...
How do you have this knowledge?
I was
Who
told...
told you this?
I was told that if it wasn't in your archives, you would think it didn't exist. I guess
Yeah.
I didn't cover my trail well enough.
No, Fluval, you did it perfectly. You did everything perfectly, and I will find the intern responsible, and they will be punished.
They will be
It's
punished.
probably Special Correspondent Arthur, formerly of NASA.
Well, Kit Kat Critter says we shouldn't tell Arthur, but you better believe we're going to tell Arthur about one of his many failures.
Yes.
Much like I'm going to tell you about question number 2. Which genre-defining superhero debuted in Action Comics #1? Is that Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, or Comic Man Excelsior?
Which comic would you want to appear in, Fluval?
I would want my own series. Fluval,
Yes.
Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. The whole cover would just be listing all of my many titles.
Oh my god, it was Superman!
It was Superman, the last survivor of a doomed world.
Yes.
Batman.
Who doomed it?
That was us. You know, they'll tell you.
That?
Look, big comic books will tell you, oh no, it was their hubris. It's the hubris of the Kryptonians. No, it was me.
It was Fluval. It was Fluval.
Jor-El got a question wrong on Grand Trivia. But,
Yes.
Stephen Premel, where can you find a full list of my titles?
See, they're endless.
Yeah, like-
and we have not translated most
They're
of
practically
them.
endless for you, lowly human beings with your limited lifespans.
It's kind of like, pi. You know how the numbers of pi just
Right.
keep going? It's like that. It's
Yeah.
like that.
It's similar to how video essays about the Darren Aronofsky film Pi, they just keep on coming forever.
Yes.
Does that mean Kal-El escaped my wrath? No. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
That was
Chaos
fan
reigned.
fiction. That was fanfic.
That was absolutely
That was
fan
just
fiction.
horrible fan fiction. Yeah, whoa. Yes, my name Irrational is one of the names I am
Yes.
known by. Fluval the Irrational.
Yes. Fluval the Irrational, Fluval the Terrible.
He actually works for us
Fluval
now.
the Planet Destroyer. Fluval the Extra Spicy with Cheese. Fluval the Conqueror.
Fluval the
Of
Conqueror, of course.
Of
Fluval the
course.
Incorrigible.
Yes, Fluval the Uncorrigible. Fluval the little scamp.
Fluval the Little Scamp.
A little scamp. Just a little scamp.
Fluval the...
Behatted.
Behatted. Fluval the big fan of our leaderboard. Let's go there now. In first place, Single Walk Run. In second place, True Name. Stephen Premel flying up with leaped up the leaderboard with a single bound up into third place. Kit Kat in fourth, and HordeJedi in fifth, only 2 points away from Kit Kat.
Yes,
Fluval the Irascible. Irascible.
Irascible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I'm also Fluval the Aquarium of 1,000 Voices.
Yes. This is also true. This is also true. All of
Which I
these
took as
are
an insult.
true.
I can do so many more voices than
So
only
many
1,000.
more.
Ugh. Rich
Are you
Little is
proud?
nothing compared to me.
Are you?
Neither is
kidding?
Frank Caliendo, also nothing compared to me.
Nothing. Nothing.
But you know what is something?
What?
Our next question. Which two countries border 14 other countries, including each other? Is that Central African Republic and Cameroon, China and Russia, Moldova and Ukraine, or Italy and Vatican City? Seen here is a bunch of flags. Not
Yes.
every flag, but a lot of them.
Or the backs of any. Like
Yeah.
the Oregon State flag, which has a beaver on the back.
Yeah, the beaver on the back of the Oregon State flag is sadly not pictured in this image.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Lindsay. Oh my god. It's Intern Kristie. My name is Intern Kristie.
But you're correct.
Intern Kristie.
It is, in fact, China and
Interesting.
Russia. On China's northern border, it borders Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and Russia. On its western border, it borders Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. On the southern border, it borders India, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, aka Burma, Laos, and Vietnam. And on the eastern border, China's neighbor is North Korea, and again, Russia. And Russia borders Norway, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Belarus, Ukraine, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, China, North Korea, and Poland and Lithuania.
What do we think of the young Pope fans? What do we think of young Pope, audience? What do we think? Oh, we hate the Pope. We hate youth. Oh my god, no, we just hate youth because it implies the passage of time, which is like
I also like...
Kinda not real, you know? So, yeah.
Yakko actually is the geography teacher in our intern orientation program.
Yes.
The Warner brothers and the Warner sister Dot, of course, experiment with their masters at tormenting Dr. Scratch and Sniff, and so they were really right up our alley with their comic mischief.
Yeah, we recruited them a while ago. That's why you haven't seen any Animaniacs content.
Oh yeah, the new reboot. The new Animaniacs reboot was actually false. Those weren't the real ones.
The pre-alive Pope. Ooh, the pre-teen Pope. Once again, representations of the passage of time. Extremely insulting and just kind of like low, you know, lowbrow, you know, like lowbrow. Like, brows are like really
Exactly,
low.
the Camino Maniacs. Exactly, HordeJedi. How do we feel about Brain always trying to take over the world we're trying to destroy? So Brain...
Yes.
Brain... I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, I'm so
Brain doesn't quite understand
No.
how this works. But thankfully, our agent Pinky is there to foil all of Brain's plans to take over the world. We have an inside agent.
Yes.
And
That's who Pinky is.
Narf, Zoitin, all of his fun catchphrases are obviously also just signals sent to the aquarium letting us know that a mission is underway.
Yes.
And you're right. The water tower has an interdimensional piercing station inside. Exactly. So Brain, I wasn't talking to you, Fluval, beyond time and space. I hope to see those words on an inspirational Instagram post guiding people in living their lives.
They should.
Pinky
They
is the
should.
mole. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Pinky is the mole, much like Anderson Cooper. But let's see who is leading our leaderboard. HordeJedi has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row and is now in 3rd place. True name is truly in first. Single walk run down into
By
second.
only 20 points.
By only 20
oh my
points.
god.
Less than
Single
20
walk
points.
Run, you're less than 20 points away from taking over True Name. And honestly,
Yeah.
knowing someone's true
And
name is having like
it's a
all of the
vulnerability.
power in the universe over them.
Well, and HordeJedi, if her streak continues, may well overtake Single Walk Run because HordeJedi's only 1 point behind. Jazz Fatson in 4th. Bleep Boop, Bleep Bloop
Boop.
in 5th.
Bloop, bloop.
Still anyone's game, though. There's still plenty of questions to go, including question number 4. True or false, most owls are monogamous. Look at that owl. Is that a monogamous owl, or does that owl have a wandering eye?
Oh.
Well, me BBR is guessing, so this could be the perfect time for HordeJedi to take 2nd place. That owl swings. I mean, look,
Oh.
I wouldn't be
that owl.
surprised if that owl's been to a key party or 2.
Or 5.
Or 5. Or more. Who knows? 9 of
Probably
you have
more.
answered, though. Maybe 9 of you know. Let's give the rest of you time to lock in your answers. Oh, that owl is flirting. 8 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, true.
Yeah, it is.
And not only that, nearly a quarter of barn owls even get quote-unquote divorced. I.e., they just leave their long-term monogamous partner. And that's less than the amount of humans who get divorced in the United States. What? Check out that hooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, owls are more faithful than human beings.
It's true. Birds are, like, on the whole pretty monogamous because they have really low sexual, dichotomy?
Dimorphism.
Dimorphism. That means that the females and the males don't look that different. So they just stay together. But then what they did is they're like, wow, are all these birds really monogamous? So they, like, sterilized a bunch of the males. And somehow the females still produced eggs.
Well, HordeJedi's asking if that's really linked. Is that really linked, intern Cheryl?
Sexual dimorphism and monogamy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I mean, that explains humanity to a degree because they like to pretend that they're very sexually dimorphic and they do all sorts of cultural inventions to act like they are.
Yeah.
But really, like, compare
They're
them
super not.
and compare them to the anglerfish.
Right?
Like, you want to see sexual dimorphism, look at those
Right?
anglerfish. What if human males were just little parasites that, like, lived off of the face of
Yeah.
women and then died as soon as they mated?
Yeah.
Now that's what I call dimorphism volume 2. coming to your dimension this summer. And the leaderboard is coming to your dimension right now. Ooh, Stephen Premel has taken 5th place.
Their noises also.
Jazz Fadson has a streak with 4 correct answers in a row. It looks like people want to see the anglerfish. So let's look
don't
at
make any noises, but let's look up how big the anglerfish
let's look at that dimorphism from those anglerfish right here.
But
on
let's
Grand
make sure
Trivia.
to show it compared to a human size, because humans are just really bad at recognizing
I don't know that
how
I'm going to be able to
wonderful sea
find.
creatures are.
I don't know that I'll be able to find that like chart easily on the internet.
Probably.
Okay, anglerfish.
Maybe if you just use your brain.
I think it's gonna be. I think people are gonna have
to
to.
Human.
Okay, people may have to use their mental powers to envision that. But let's see. Let's see if I can do
They
that.
have terrible powers of mentality.
I mean,
it's
of
not
course.
a really
That's
big
why I would
thing
love
that
to not leave it
humans
up to their lowly
do.
flesh brains, but
Yeah.
I think I have to. I'm not coming up with anything in my brain either.
Yeah, let's just share it. Let's just share the anglerfish.
So, anglerfish, you know, those fish with lights on their faces. The big one is the female, and that little guy right up here is the male.
Look at that.
So, pretty big difference, yeah. Okay. What's up, HordeJedi?
Pretty big.
We're hanging on.
We're hanging on. We're waiting. We're waiting. Is this whole time? Yes, every
Yeah.
single photo you've seen is a female.
Yeah.
And I would like, Fluval.
What's up?
I'm gonna send to your brain
Okay.
a picture that I think that everyone needs to know, because it's
Okay.
extremely important for everyone to know that right now. This is good content, everyone.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is like the best
So,
content.
What that means is that in Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong's anglerfish, all the
Yes.
anglerfish were female.
Yes. It's
Also,
true.
I have to answer: am I outside or inside of my tank? Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, Stephen
the
Premel.
answer
That's a
is
very
yes.
good point. Yes.
The answer is yes, indeed. What's great about
The image you've
anglerfish?
telekinetically sent to me
Yeah.
sent to me must be seen, and
Yes.
I'm bringing it into the broadcast right now.
Check that out, everyone.
What is this?
That's an anglerfish
Well, I know, but
in a museum.
oh, it's a real one.
Yeah.
It's not like a wood carving or
No.
anything. It's a real one being restored.
I expect so.
I like how mad it looks.
It looks so mad.
I
It's
feel
so
like-
angry.
I feel like me and that fish would vibe real well. We would vibe
Yeah.
so hard.
Typical specimen is about 7 feet long,
Look
which
at
is like
her.
at least 2 feet longer than most humans, because humans are small and puny.
So you wanted to know the size of an anglerfish versus humans.
Yes.
I thought you wanted to know how the dimorphism altered it related to humans,
Oh.
which I guess is implied
Yes.
by knowing their size.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly, 1BBBR, you get it.
Precisely! Yes, which is of course a reflection of his 8th dimensional form, because
Right.
we are all actually just
I-
reflections of 8th dimensional crystals. This is why shungite is so important, and 5G will give you space rabies.
Yeah, I merely appear to you as a fish. I am not truly a fish. It's an approximation. It's as close of an approximation as to my true form
Yes.
as your lowly
possible.
third-dimensional minds can comprehend.
Yes. That's why when they first, on Earth, how there were, all these fish, and then eventually these ugly, horrible mammals appeared. It was experimentation, how Sauron took the elves and made them orcs?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Also, thank you for bearing with us as Jeff Bezos is trying to intercept our signal. I can sense that our picture quality has degraded quite a bit, and so I just want to thank you for bearing with us while we overcome Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk's collaborative censorship attempt.
Yes.
But it's maybe over now, and if it is, we should go back to trivia.
Yes.
So here comes our next question. Question number 5. Who played Detective Sam Spade in the classic 1941 noir, The Maltese Falcon? Is that Cary Grant, Edward G. Robinson, Humphrey Bogart, or Sam Spade himself?
Who is that?
Who is it?
Who is that? Oh my
8
god!
of you knew it. It was Humphrey Bogart who played Sam Spade in 1941's The Maltese Falcon, which of course is a San Francisco set noir based on a book of the same name by Dashiell Hammett.
Yes.
8 of you got that correct. 2 of you got it wrong, including I Sense 1B BBR.
Oh.
But also, here's a Fluval's Fact Fractal. While Bogey played Sam Spade in the most iconic version of the Maltese Falcon, the 1941 film was not the first time the book was adapted into a movie. It was also turned into a film 10 years earlier in 1931.
Wow.
What's your no about? Are you disagreeing with? Are you just like excited that? Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. Let me look that up now. The Maltese Falcon, 1931. Because I sense that maybe some of you don't believe me. Yeah, but I agree.
Freaking
Redactron,
reboots.
frickin' reboots.
So many freaking reboots. Okay.
Like
Like
I
The
miss
Ring.
I miss prior to 1931 when the film industry was entirely original.
Yep.
Before they got derivative in 1941.
Yep.
That was where it all went downhill.
That's where it all
Here's the
went
original Maltese
down.
Falcon.
Oh, you can send any art that needs to be sent to us, because a lot of it does need to be sent.
Send it to the Discord of some of our human agents.
Yes, send it to Intern Cannon.
Intern Cannon.
Keeper of the Cannon. He
Yeah,
keeps all the
send it
art
to
for
him.
us.
Oh, your friend, that's a great name for a beer, the Maltese Falcon.
That's pretty good.
Dudley Diggs is a great name, I agree, bootlegged Bart.
Dudley Diggs.
Dudley Diggs.
I'm digging this, Dudley.
I'm digging Dudley, much like I'm digging our leaderboard. HordeJedi has taken first place with quite a good lead. Jazz Fadson is now in second, Stephen Premel in third, True Name in fourth, Single Walk Run in fifth. And HordeJedi has a streak with 5 correct answers in a row, meaning HordeJedi has thus far aced every single question, just like they aced the assignment
Yes.
with this incredible, wonderful fan art to commemorate this moment, and it's something you should live by. So, Brain, I wasn't talking to you. Fluval, beyond time and space. Thank you so much, HordeJedi.
Glorious! We love your tributes! Give tributes to Fluval. Fluval deserves all of the tributes. Oh my god! Yeah! We love your tributes. It will not soften the blows.
Your tributes are appropriate and are what I deserve.
Yes, it will not stop us from destroying you horribly.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
But we appreciate them, and you should keep doing it!
Much like you should. Keep playing Grand Trivia right now as we go to the next question. Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure, was a real game for the Super Nintendo. True or false? Was Boogerman a real game, or was it something one of our interns made up?
I like Loogie Man.
Loogie Man.
Like those kids who would spit a loogie up into the air and then catch it back in their mouths.
I love that.
There is Loogie Man.
I also liked the unlockable character where they would just like spit olives out of their mouths as a weapon. The pits, just like pit, 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 pit. Happy Rogue 10 hates this. Bootleg Bart doesn't remember, but saying true because it feels very 90s.
Does it? Do you mean the 1890s, the 1790s, the 1690s, the 1590s, the 1490s?
I mean, back, you know, hey, intern.
The 90s?
Intern Cheryl, did you know that back in the 90s, I had a very famous TV show because it's this show, because this show exists outside of time and space, so we're in the 90s right now.
Very true. Oh my god.
9 of you got it correct. The answer is true. Let's go to the leaderboard to see who got it right.
When BBR might be striking in the wrong direction.
HordeJedi did, as did Jazz Vadson and True Name, who's truly up in Third place, Stephen Premlin. Fourth, single walk run. HordeJedi says one hopeful person still believes in humanity and voted no.
Excuse me, who is this person? Tell us who this person is! We will destroy them!
And this is the cover for Booger Man. For the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. It was published by Interplay, and Booger Man's secret identity is eccentric millionaire Snotty Ragsdale. But look
Snotty.
Look, we stand a short king.
We do.
And Booger Man surely is a
Zodiac
short
killer.
king.
You
No.
might be from the wrong dimension.
He's
where
not.
you aren't the Zodiac killer versus the other dimensions where you are the Zodiac killer. We appreciate that so much.
He was also an unlockable character in Clay Fighter 63 and a third, the special edition for the Super Nintendo, where he had fart powers and booger powers.
Right, Just Fats and Montgomery. It's so easy. You just need to kill 20 rabbits, sacrifice them to Beelzebub, and then chant Fluval's name 50 times while staring deep into the eyes of your household pets.
It's true. That is absolutely how it works. Ooh, apparently the game is $27 on eBay. I'm not going to promise that it's a good game, but you could play it if you wanted. Much like you can play trivia with our next question. Which actor played Breaking Bad's meth-making villain Walter White, and Hal, the bumbling dad from Malcolm in the Middle? Was that Aaron Paul, Bryan Cranston, Giancarlo Esposito, or Frankie Muniz?
Oh, wow, that's clap.
But you should stream Booger Man
Yes.
if you play it. Absolutely, we would love to watch.
Yes.
70, you got it correct. It was Bryan Cranston, and prior to both of these roles, he played dentist Tim Whatley on Seinfeld.
I am not the Zodiac killer. If you do end up streaming this, let us know, because we would love to see your stream and stream some of your Zodiac killings.
Oh, I was hoping that would be
We would love
shown.
for you to stream these Zodiac
Yeah, I
killings.
mean,
We'd
I
love to partner with you on that. We actually have like a really robust distribution system for this kind of content.
Yeah, people in all sorts of dimensions would be able to see
Yes.
it. Much like they'll be able to see the leaderboard right now. Pretty stagnant, all of you knew it, but Jazz Fadson now has the highest answer streak of 7 in a row.
I'm not the Zodiac killer. Hell yeah!
Okay.
You know how you should Zodiac kill your next victims? Make
How?
them play Booger Man until they die. Or, okay, so get this. So we get Booger Man, right?
Booger Man, yeah.
Booger Man. And then we put a curse on it so that anyone who plays it will be cursed, and they get like 7 days before they're eaten by a giant booger.
You know, I'm gonna actually... Let's look up the... While I am not the Zodiac Chiller is... I'm not the Zodiac Chiller. I mean Zodiac Killer is buying Booger Man.
But they might be a Zodiac
Let's read
Killer.
the Wikipedia article for Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. Just the plot, just the basic premise.
So excited.
One dark and stormy evening, the civic-minded Professor Stinkbaum was working in his lab above Takey Dump, where he was secretly building a machine called Zap-O-Matic that would save the world from pollution by transporting it to a place he called Dimension Excrement.
I'm sorry, is this Jeff Bezos talking about space?
That same evening, eccentric millionaire Snotty Ragsdale paid a visit to the lab to investigate this project and find out how such a thing was possible. He was not too sure about the machine's purpose. After activating the machine, Ragsdale inhaled a cloud of pepper through his nose, causing him to let out a mighty sneeze.
A mighty sneeze!
The power of the sneeze broke the machine, opening a portal. Just then, a mysterious giant arm popped out of the portal and stole the machine's main power source. Snotrium 357. In response to this danger, Snotty rushed into the men's room to change into his alter ego, the mighty Booger Man, and jumped into the portal to pursue the arm to learn the reason for the theft it had committed. The gameplay of Booger Man operates as a simple side-scroller with bump/fart ammunition, as well as burp/fart ammunition, as well as booger ammunition. There are 20 plus different levels, as well as a final boss level. Each level consists of a slight puzzle to finish to the end. Yes.
Snotty is Boogie
Yes.
Man!
Booger Man. Booger Man. Snotty is
Boogie
Booger Man, not the Boogie Man.
Boogie Man. Boogie.
Booger
Like,
Man.
Boo! Boogie.
No, he's Booger Man. Like
Boo! Boo! Like Boogie Man. Yeah.
following the boss battle is a sandbox playable credit scrolling as the player is able to fly, fart with unlimited fuel. It was apparently fun to play, but the gameplay is high quality and fun despite the game's gross out premise. Ooh, he got the Booger Man got the grossest character of 1994 award from Electronic Gaming Monthly.
But I know someone who's gonna get the grossest character award from
It's I Am Not the Zodiac Killer.
We'll be waiting for that footage. Okay.
This does sound like a Dan Pilkey book. You're right, Kid Cat Critter. Dan Pilkey, of course, created Captain Underpants. He beat out Clifford. Exactly. Martin Short thought it was a lock, but it was not because of Booger Man.
Yep.
Speaking of things people thought were locks, let's see whose streak isn't the lock they think it is by going to the next question. What was the name of Disney's sandwich of the future that could be eaten one-handed? Was that the Star Witch, the Tomorrow Witch, the Hand Witch, or the Sandwich Mark 7?
What
Seen
were
here is the
previous
old traditional
6?
model of sandwich.
Is that Mark 1?
1 through 6, yeah. I like the what the fuck, but also 8 of you got it correct.
Good job!
I don't use any hands because I don't eat food, but it was the Hand Witch.
It was a handwich.
It's okay. That was the thinker. Like,
It's a bit of a thing.
the Tomorrow Witch I think sounds plausible as like a Tomorrowland deal.
Right?
But let's see who is on the leaderboard of the future.
I like to consider myself a tomorrow witch because I'm like from the future and the past, and I'm
Right.
also evil.
I love that. But Bootleg Bart is now on the leaderboard, and Jazz Fadson has the highest answer streak of 8. HordeJedi points out the handwich sounded stupid enough to be real because all sandwiches are handwiches.
Yup!
But you know what? Not all sandwiches are savory cones
Yep.
packed with one of 4 fillings: ham and cheese, pulled barbecue chicken, roast beef and cheddar, or tuna salad. Because if there's one thing human beings love, it's cones of hot, unrefrigerated tuna salad on a blistering Anaheim day. But you're right, they did become the cones at Radiator Springs. That is a very good point. This was one of the many innovations that Michael Eisner brought to the Disney company, where, remember, they were not there to make great art. They were there to make money and handwiches.
Just like us.
Just like us. Minus the handwiches, of course. We don't make
We
food.
make corpses.
Yeah, we do make corpses, but sometimes we don't even have to use handy hands to do it with the pull the wet trigger on our super weapon. There's a really good Defunctland video on the history of the handwich that I highly recommend. Exactly, Kit Kat Critter. They said tuna can, never asked tuna should. Disney is truly evil, but they can't quite rival us. But let's go to the next question just to show why we're the best. Who directed Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One? Harley Quinn, who of course is the alter ego of Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Famous doctor.
Famous.
But was that James
Very
Gunn,
famous.
Kathy Ann, David Ayer, or Orson Welles? 6 of you got it correct. It was Kathy Ann. Birds of Prey was her second feature as director. She also directed 3 short films and worked as a reporter before becoming a filmmaker, which is a very interesting backstory for a filmmaker. You don't see it that much, but filmmakers with that backstory can make some very interesting work.
It's so interesting how the extremely low levels of sexual dimorphism among human beings, is somehow their obsession. They're just obsessed with it.
Absolutely. And David Ayer directed Suicide Squad, and James Gunn directed The Suicide Squad. And Orson Welles, he did other stuff.
He did some other things.
I did some other things.
Some small independent pictures.
He did works that did not benefit Warner Brothers IP, and so we are not going to talk about them.
He stole my screenplay for War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah, Stephen Premel pointing out Harley was created by Bruce Timm for Bratman, from Bratman the animated series, and then added to the comic books because she's a badass. Has that happened with any other characters?
I don't think so.
I mean, like, I kind of think maybe Terry McGinnis. No.
I've decided.
Okay.
I don't actually know.
Okay, well, if it hasn't happened with Terry McGinnis, I mean, there have been, but it's also different because he got added with like a whole series, like in the setting built around him.
That's true.
It would have been harder to do a Batman Beyond comics and not have Terry.
True.
I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know if that's a detour we should take right now. I know a lot. I do. HordeJedi.
That's because Fluval invented most of them. All that cruelty, all those super villains. You think
HordeJedi
that
pointing out that
came up with that?
those are two-dimensional mediums, so there's actually even fewer dimensions. But yeah, I know a surprising amount of third-dimensional comics and public access shows from New York City from like 2011 on. It's weird that I know that, but I guess I just appreciate amateur work, you know? I just appreciate grassroots work built by passion, you know? I think that's something that...
Fluval's a connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur. I care about context as well.
Yes,
naive art,
naive
yeah, that's part of it. Octa hands, yeah. 4 additional arms on each hand.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty unique. Pretty unique. Big fan of Octa hands.
But so, like, 4 additional arms coming off of the hand?
Yeah.
So not up here.
No.
Not like arm. Like arm, hand, arm.
Stephen Premel, remind me, in your dimension, were there also fingers? Were there fingers between the arms as well? Was it just like a little middle finger between the branching arms? Just like a little vestigial finger? Are they like technically doing the devil horns if they have thumb, arm, middle finger, nothing, arm?
Oh my god, yes!
Well, let's go to Octo Hands then.
Octo Hands!
I'm not seeing the things I want from that. I'm not getting
Nope.
anything.
No.
So let's just move on to the next question. Let's do that. The next question is question number 10, and that's a multi-select. Which of these celebrities hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Is that Regis Philbin, Meredith Vieira, Pat Sajak, or John O'Hurley? Seen here is someone who wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And is flashing those sweet, sweet greenbacks.
Yeah. All American greenbacks, baby.
Nothing contrasts better with all-American greenbacks than millennial pink.
True. Very true.
9 of you got Reg correct. 5 of you got Meredith Vieira correct. Regis Philbin hosted the primetime version of the show from 1999 to 2002. And when the show entered syndication in 2002, Meredith Vieira took over and hosted it until 2013. Pat Sajak, of course, hosts Jeopardy on one episode and Wheel of Fortune. And John O'Hurley hosted Family Feud and was also on Seinfeld.
I really like the pattern everyone made.
When I looked it up, it didn't. Nothing indicated that he had hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised because they were both ABC shows. But yeah, we did bring up that Pat Sajak sucks last week. No, it was us.
Yeah, that was us.
It was us. It was us.
That was us.
Yeah, it was us. It was us. We definitely no, wait.
That was us.
Was it us?
Was it?
No, it wasn't us. It wasn't us.
It wasn't us?
No, it was 2 human beings who host a stream on Twitch, not us.
Oh my god!
One of them has a weird resemblance to you, but...
Who are these humans? How dare they! I will destroy them!
I mean, one of them is an agent. They're agents of ours also, though. It was a different multiverse. In some multiverses, they are, which is why people should send them fan art if they have any.
Yes.
Let's go to the leaderboard. Let's move on from this confusion. Single Walk Run has retaken first place. Bootleg Bart in second. HordeJedi in third. True Name in fourth. Jazz Fatson in fifth. But Bootleg Bart in second place has the highest answer streak of 8 in a row. Stephen Premel points out there's a human male who looks starkly like Intern Kristie at
the
its
sexual
forest.
dimorphism is so low.
It's very
in
limited.
humans.
Very limited
It's
in human beings.
So limited in human beings. Like, you really cannot tell them apart. All of the secondary sex characteristics are based on, like, a factor going on inside of the body. Like, it's so low. Like, in order to make a male angular fish, a female angular fish.
Right.
You can't! You just can't! There's nothing to be done!
Also, there's not even, like, bright plumage that is associated as a characteristic, and, like, that would at least be pretty.
That would at least be pretty.
Much like our next question is... What is the name of the character Phoebe Waller-Bridge plays on Fleabag, where she owns a guinea pig-themed cafe? Is it Claire, Boo, Phoebe, or we never learn her name?
I like guinea pigs.
This is a smart guinea pig, you can tell, because it's reading a book with glasses.
They were farmed for meat.
6 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, we never learn her name because she's known simply as Fleabag. We also never learn the name of her father, godmother, or many other characters on the show. I agree, they're super cute.
Cute. I love those angular fish.
But that guinea pig did go to college.
Yes.
But let's see who got that correct. All 3 of our leaders did, which includes Bootleg Bart, who now has 9 correct answers in a row.
Good job, Bootleg Bart.
But we're about halfway through, which means now it is time for a very special segment.
A special segment?
What segment is that?
What is that?
It's Intern Kristie.
Welcome to Kristie's Cryptic Corner. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Yeah.
And with me is intern Charlene. I'm not sure why it's called Kristie's Cryptic Corner.
Hi, I'm intern Kristie. Hi, I'm intern Kristie, and I'm so excited to invite you to my Cryptic Corner because today I have a really, really important astrological reading for all of our Leos out there. That's right, it's Leo season where you are. And we have a really, really interesting conjunction of 3 planets. That's right. And I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. Okay, so the first planet, Neptune. Neptune, ruler of illusion and doubt. This is in your first house, the house of self. So what I suggest is you should, like, maybe put up a bunch of mirrors. Just remind yourself you exist. Our second planet, Jupiter, house of luck. And it's in your 8th house, the house of death. Lucky you.
Ooh, death. I like that.
And then our final planet in this conjunction, we have Pluto. And your Pluto is gone. I don't know where it is, but you should probably find it. Yes, that should be on the top of the to-do list. All right, thank you all so much. And I hope this helps all of my Leos plan their next couple months.
It's Intern Kristie.
This has been, that was Charlene's Cryptic Corner.
Yes, I'm intern Kristie. Hi, I'm intern
And now
Kristie.
let's watch a very special video as well, promoting what you'll be able to see here next week on the flagship show of the Grand Aquarium Empire, Radio Free Multiverse. And thank you again to Intern Cat for editing that video. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Intern Cat went to the future.
Yeah.
Got some recordings from the show and then put them back in the show to tell you about your future.
Stephen Premel asking, could we ever have a Kristie's Cryptid Corner? Why, if you go over to the Radio Free Multiverse TikTok, you can see Intern Kristie. I don't know who that is, but you can see their Cryptid Corner for yourself.
Yes, you can. You can. It's very important.
The Bumper Factory.
You should know.
It's
We burnt
closed
that
right
down.
now.
We burnt it. It was like the
burned it down, yeah.
triangle t-shirt factory.
Oh, the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire.
Yes, it was exactly like that. Tons of people just dead.
Well, don't worry,
Because
BBBR.
of our negligence.
You'll be doing overnights, but there will be a VOD after the fact, so you can watch it for yourself, even if you miss it, because we will freeze the show in time and space and render it a fixed point in time that you can review at your convenience later on, much like you can review the leaderboard right now before we move on to our next question. On December 31st, 2020, which company stopped supporting its Flash player? Is that Adobe, Apple, Microsoft, or Macromedia? Seen here is the blazing heart of Flash. 8 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, Adobe, and beyond just not releasing any more security patches, they actively made it so Flash Player will not play any Flash content starting on January 12th, 2021. HordeJedi knew it and got it wrong.
I wondered who got it wrong.
Oh,
Flash!
Macromedia created Flash originally and also made Shockwave
Oh.
and was a very early internet company before I believe they got bought by Adobe. Flash!
Yeah. He'll save every one of us! Bow, 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 bow,
Shockwave!
Flash! Ah!
In addition to being, I presume, a transformer, it was also a useful thing for animation. Let's go to the leaderboard and see
Savior
who's...
of the universe! Dun, dun, dun,
Oh.
dun. Yeah, that's why we killed him.
No one on the leaderboard needs saving right now because they're all
Nah.
fending for themselves.
As they should.
And all.
Everything is alone, always.
Everyone on our leaderboard can still very easily win the game so far. Everyone's very close
So close.
as we go to
But
Lucky.
So alone.
Question number 13. Who played Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce on the TV series MASH, which ran from 1972 to 1983? Is that Alan Alda, Jamie Farr, Wayne Rogers, or Clint Barton?
That's right, everyone!
If you got it correct, it was Alan Alda, a.k.a. Alan Alderon.
My favorite part was when he got mind control to kill all of his fellow doctors.
Jamie Farr
By
played
Loki.
Colonel.
Loki did that.
No, not Colonel. He played Klinger,
Klinger!
and Wayne Rogers was also on MASH.
Aldron.
Wayne Rogers played Trapper
That's what
John
happened to him. We blew
on
him up.
MASH.
We blew him up and we made his children watch.
Alda also wrote and directed multiple episodes, including the series finale, Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen, which is what he said when he saw the Death Star orbiting above him. But also, here's a Fluval's Fact Fractal for ya. The TV series MASH actually lasted 8 years longer than the Korean War that it depicted.
It's like, thank goodness, but also...
I think the Terrarium extended time on that show to keep the laughs alive
Yes, they
on
are
MASH.
super into laughs.
Exactly.
I really liked the final episode. That
I liked-
one was my favorite.
I liked when they spelled out goodbye as they flew away using rocks. Community has a great in-joke about MASH versus the length of the Korean War. Not surprised. That sounds like an in-joke that's right up Dan Harmon's alley. Let's see whose alley that question was up by going to the leaderboard. Bootleg Bart had it with 11 answers in a row, meaning Bootleg Bart has only missed 2 questions in this entire game so far, is now in first place. Bart!
Bart!
Bart. Bort. But yes, they couldn't have mashed it into fewer seasons. Interestingly enough, by the way, there is one episode that is a mostly improvised episode.
Oh, really?
That's in black and white and is presented as if it's a documentary film crew that has come to the MASH unit and interviews all the characters, and the actors just like, with the exception of Father Mulcahy, who is given like specific lines, they just riffed as their characters and improvised what their answers would be.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that neat? Isn't that groundbreaking television?
Neat.
Eat your heart out, Paley Center. I know things about television too.
Yes. Fluval knows everything about television.
And I didn't even have to work at the Tiffany Network, so I got that going for me.
No.
Neato, Splash Daddy. That's what I said when I read the next question. Who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Is that Terry Pratchett, Robert Sheckley, Douglas Adams, or Neil Gaiman? Seen here is The Hitchhiker's Guide dropped on a desert planet by a
But what I do need to tell everyone is that you do need to read everything by Robert Sheckley.
Robert Sheckley's
Who here
great.
doesn't know who Robert Sheckley is? Raise your hands.
Robert Sheckley wrote
Raise your
Dimension of
hands.
Miracles,
Don't
Immortality
read
Inc.
that one. Read Immortality Inc.
I like Dimension of Miracles.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. It was a little bit too much like just a bunch of short stories mashed together.
Yeah.
For me.
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
But like pretending that it's all together, which I don't know. It just didn't speak to me the way Immortality Inc. did or any of his other short stories.
There's one about like a satanic cult that's
Yeah.
really good, but of course I'd like that. I'm a close personal friend of Baphomet, so of course I'd like that.
There's also one where a man lives alone on an asteroid with a robot, and then when the man dies, he programs the robot to say the Lord's Prayer
That
over
one was
his
very good.
body. And I cried on a bus. This was before I joined the Grand Agrarian Empire. I cried of tears of joy because of how depressing it was existentially. Joy! Right? Oh my god, no, you gotta read
Also,
this.
John Hodgman reads the audiobook of Dimension of Miracles, and I think that's a big part of why I liked it, because
Well, he's great, but honestly, the other audiobooks are also really, really good.
they're very good. They're all his books
Inc.
are very good. I definitely
Immortality
recommend them.
Inc. has zombies.
Also, his
And they're
book,
very nice.
one of his books is about a person who's like trapped in their apartment and can't go down the stairs because there's like a dimensional rift in the way. It's
They keep trying and it keeps just
Yeah.
putting them back.
It's trippy stuff. The books get very trippy and very heady, and I do think anyone who likes this show would probably like them.
Honestly, please read everything that he has done. It's
But-
all amazing.
The Hitchhiker's Guide was released in many forms, including as a radio show, book, TV series, video game, and a movie. And actually, I have another fact fractal for you here. The video game of Hitchhiker's Guide is notoriously difficult and devious. One example is that a puzzle to get a babblefish out of a dispenser in the hold of a Vogon ship, which translates the Vogon language to English. If you fail to complete that puzzle in a limited number of turns, it doesn't kill the player, but it does render the game unwinnable.
I love that.
It doesn't tell you, you just can't win anymore. And Douglas Adams confirmed that was on purpose, so that you're in a very narrow bottleneck at the very beginning, and then you just feel the bottom fall out.
Honestly, though, don't just read Dimension of Miracles.
No, read all of them.
Don't read Dimension of Miracles and be like, oh, okay,
No.
I understand Robert Sheckley.
Yeah, it's
now
not
I get
representative
it.
of the depth of his
No!
work.
Read one of his short story collections.
Well, there's
or
the one about people who hunt people.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton about people who
Yeah.
hunt people. It's like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Those ones are fantastic. I really like the short stories, the one where there's like people can pass on debt to their children.
Oh, that was a good one.
And it's just like
That was a real good one.
everyone inherits debt from their parents from purchasing items from traveling salesmen who come to your home, and then
Yeah.
you want to you don't want them to feel bad, so you'll hide any fancy thing you bought from another company.
One BBBR suggesting an RFM book club?
Book club.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
They are wild. Absolutely. Big fan of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Much like I'm a fan of our... Oh, what's that? leaderboard. Who got it right? Oh, the leaderboard pretty static with 3 players. Just got 3 answers correct in a row. Pretty good so far. Pretty impressive.
Ooh, Stephen Premel, you should read Asylum Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Asylum Earth by, I forget their name.
Well, I mean, I obviously know the answer. I'll let you think for a little bit longer, intern Cheryl.
Barrett?
Intern Barrett, I'll let you think. Sorry.
Intern, it was
Charles Bragg.
Charles Bragg.
Or Bruce Elliott.
Bruce Elliott's Asylum Earth, very fantastic.
Okay, Charles Bragg is a different one, yeah.
We see a man trying to contact the gods of old via the scientific method of doing rituals, and he goes on this wild adventure that has a twist ending. Oh my god, everyone should read it.
Also, I mean, you know,
yes.
In
fact, I kind of want to read it to everyone. Would people be interested in that? Because that's something I was thinking about like a while ago, remember? I was like,
I do.
I just want to read this book out loud to everyone. Okay, that might be a thing.
But also, you know, they say don't judge. They say don't judge a book by its cover.
Such a good cover.
But look at that cover. Look at that beautiful cover.
That's why I picked that book.
The unseen but deadly battle between the world of no time and no place and the here and now of Earth.
Right?
Bruce Elliott presents Asylum Earth, a Belmont science fiction publication.
There's a whole, like, Earth Asylum scene where they give the main character psychedelics.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's just him, like, experiencing psychedelics.
Love it, says Bootleg Bart. Whoa, says HordeJedi.
It's really good.
Punbot293, hello. I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome, Punbot293, says Asylum Earth would be a great planet to visit. I agree. In case you missed it, we're visiting Noir Earth next week.
Yes. It's going to be fantastic.
Much like
Yarr.
Our next question will be fantastic. And of course, that next question is, Lola Bunny first appeared in which Looney Tunes film? Is that the Looney Bugs Bunny movie? Looney Tunes back in action with underrated icon Brendan Fraser. Space Jam or Looney Tunes Rabbit's Run? Y'all knew it. It was Space Jam.
Good job.
In Space Jam, she was voiced by Kath Soucie, who is a well-known voice actor who voiced Phil and Lil on Rugrats, Linka the Planeteer on Captain Planet, and Kenga in the Winnie the Pooh series, and many, many more. Oh, Punbot293 was Kit Kat. You are very familiar and you are very aware that we're going to Noir Earth. Ha ha ha. Yahweh.
Yes, way.
Sick resume. I agree. That resume is dope as hell, much like our leaderboard. Or y'all knew it, so not much change. Sick resume. Yeah. I love calling things sick and I love calling things a dope.
They are dope.
Much like Bart's lead, and the fact that it's still very much surmountable for the rest of our leaderboard. As we go to the next question. Which is a double points question. Now famous for their convenience stores, what was Wawa when it was originally founded? Was it a bakery, a dairy farm, a general store, or an iron foundry?
Ooh.
Seen here is Wawa. Wawa, the place that people on the West Coast here talked about but have never been to. No one knew it. They were an iron foundry.
Wait, what? And then they turned to gas and stuff?
They were an iron foundry. Quoting from Wawa's website. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring up Wawa's website to make sure that you all believe me. Because this is ridiculous and wild.
Right? An iron foundry? The Wawa website.
The Wawa website.
Wawa website.
So this...
Right? I would have also guessed a gas station.
That's why it was put... It wasn't on there.
Wonder! Is this a fact fractal?
And now it's whatever. Sure, it's a fact fractal.
Yay!
Quoting from the Wawa website. Our core values: value people, delight customers, embrace change, do the right thing, and do things right, which are different. Passion for winning. Who doesn't have one of those, am I right? Wawa Inc., a privately held company, began in 1803 as an iron foundry in New Jersey.
What's an iron foundry?
They
Do they find
smelt
iron?
I
Smelt
believe.
it?
I believe they smelt it.
So they take in other people's raw iron and then they turn it to usable
Iron foundries are facilities that provide all of the services necessary to produce iron castings of various sizes and shapes.
Okay.
Although commonly used synonymously with forges, only a foundry manufactures closed mold iron castings, much like the molds.
So it's not a mine.
But no. Much like the olds that the proto-Wawa would have made. And New Jersey is the world. You heard right. You heard right, 1BBBR. Towards the end of the 19th century, owner George Wood took an interest in dairy farming, and the family began a small processing plant in Wawa, PA in 1902. The milk business was a huge success due to its quality, cleanliness, and quote-unquote certified process.
Quote-unquote certified?
They put the quotes. I don't know what they mean. As home delivery of milk declined in the early 1960s, Graham Wood, George's grandson, opened the first Wawa food market in 1964 as an outlet for dairy products. Today, Wawa is your all-day, everyday stop for fresh, built-to-order foods, beverages, coffee, fuel services, and surcharge-free ATMs, and boundless convenience TM.
Wow.
A chain of
boundless convenience.
Boundless convenience. Fear me, I am Wawa, the unknowable, bringer of boundless convenience. A chain of more than 850 convenience retail stores. Wawa stores are located in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Florida, and Washington, D.C. So yeah, they were an iron foundry.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, if you take out the iron foundry line, it makes way more sense. I agree,
right?
Redatron. It's like a curveball and then a very straight line from then on. Also, guess what?
What?
Another being has taken inspiration from my wisdom. And it's HordeJedi once again who has taken inspiration from my wisdom. I love calling things sick. I love calling things a dope. Fluval. The irascible. But yeah, no, they're on your own time. Feel free to go back and read the our logo section. It's you know, it's not great. We're just gonna leave it at that. You prefer Sheets. I've heard of Sheets as well, but I've also not been to Sheets.
No.
Because I don't really go to... Yeah, the Bleeding Cowboy font did help quite a bit on that beautiful inspirational image. I don't really go to convenience stores, but I know that like the AM PM is big on the West Coast. Circle K has started making inroads on the West Coast, or I guess has been there for a while, given that it appears in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where things are afoot at the Circle K. Must have been in LA at least for quite some time.
Very true.
Which is what they travel through, of course, in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Not so much some in Bogus Journey as well.
Just a little bit.
But now let's travel to our leaderboard and see who's in the lead. Well, nothing changed because no one got that correct, because it's an obscure fact about New Jersey. Yes, they use a phone booth.
We don't like that person.
What?
Anyone who, especially traveling police boxes, we try and murder them.
Because Bill and Ted use an American phone booth.
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Oh,
I just don't like people going around saving planets. I think it's just extremely grotesque.
I agree. Also,
It's just not a good look.
I mean, you know, I'm just speaking for myself. I prefer the evil robot S's to the good robot S's every time.
Oh my god.
Every time.
Oh my god.
But speaking of science fiction written by lowly third-dimensional beings, let's go to the next question. Which author wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth in 1864? Is that Edgar Rice Burroughs, Jules Verne, H.G. Wells, or George Lucas? And seen here is the process of journeying to the center of the Earth, where you peel it like an egg.
Edgar Rice didn't burrow into the center of this one?
No, he didn't burrow into the center of the Earth. But Jules Verne did.
Also 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is fantastic, and it celebrates the wonder of all sea creatures.
But in Journey to the Center of the Earth, an eccentric German scientist named Otto Lindenbrock believes that there's a series of volcanic tubes that can be used to get from the Earth's surface to its core.
That's true.
Thankfully, we collapsed all those tubes to get lowly humans to stop bugging us when we're in the middle of your planet.
With the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and actually, correct. And King Kong.
Yes.
But Edgar Rice Burroughs did mostly write Weirdly Horny Mars and Wild Man Pulp. That is an accurate description. Also, John Carter, wild
I really liked
movie.
those bugs.
Did you see Willem Dafoe voiced one of those bugs in the John Carter movie? What are we doing down there? That's for us to know and you to find out when one of your planets implodes instead of exploding.
It is an excellent sauna.
But it's also a nice little
just a really nice
when
sauna.
interns need to relax and chill and, you know.
Just chill out and move huge, gigantic blocks of lava.
Which is, it's also...
It's like a spa.
It's also where we film...
A work spa.
It's where we filmed the original The Floor is Lava
Yes.
before Netflix did the adaptation where they fake it, which I think really is just a dishonest move that drains
extremely
all
dishonest.
the honesty out of the show, and I
It
just
really
I don't
does.
appreciate
We
it,
don't
but I do.
appreciate it.
I appreciate our leaderboard where nothing is lava and everything hurts. But all of you got that correct. Am I a lava bender? I'm an everything bender. I can bend it like Beckham. I can bend it just like Beckham. You can call me Keira Knightley because I can bend it like Beckham. I am the Avatar. Move over, Aang. Except I'll never die, so there'll never be another Avatar after me. Ha 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 ha. I agree. That would be a wonderful B movie. You're right. She's not the lead.
We actually
You're right.
gave that property to Shyamalan.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's gonna be called Lava.
You can call me. Oh, you're right. I need to get
No,
it right.
it's
You can
that
call me
random-
Parminder Nagra.
Yeah, it's
Because
her.
I can bend it like Beckham.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That it wasn't Keira Knightley.
I haven't seen it. No, I remembered. I just.
She's just the one whose mom thought she was gay, but then the happy ending of the movie is that she's not actually gay.
You're right. I need to rewatch that movie. I don't remember so many like basic facts about that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
She should have been gay.
It's a very good movie. Oh,
Right?
it's such a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. That coach was the most irrelevant love interest
Right?
ever. That is correct.
Not necessary. Just let her be gay. And then you could have that lovely thing where the girl from Bend It Like Beckham, the main girl, would be like, oh, this guy is offering to marry me so that I can do what I want even though he is gay, and his family does not accept him. But then her friend could be in love with her. And then that is also her heartbreak because the main girl just isn't into her.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, also, apparently it was known
Right.
as Kick It Like Beckham in some places. And I'm just like, why would you release that movie if you're going to strip out the pun?
Right?
Which is such, or like not the pun, the alliteration, which is such a great part of that movie.
Yeah.
But I definitely recommend checking that out if you're a lowly third-dimensional being who hasn't seen it. Ooh, 1BBBR has a great idea.
Oh, a script doctor, you say? Well, you see, kind of bad. It's kind of horrible. I kind of don't want to say it. They take this oath to do no harm. Right? Right? I couldn't possibly be a doctor of any type.
I think our connection may have...
refuse.
I think our connection dropped out right as you were saying what oath they take that you don't want.
Are we back? Can
Yeah,
I
we're
tell
back.
everyone about this terrible
We're good.
oath
I also
that they
don't know if
take?
it actually dropped out. It just looked like it did on my end.
They take an oath to do no harm!
Okay.
It's awful! It's disgusting! It's repugnant! And they will not make me make it!
No, they will not make you take it. Good.
God.
Okay, it did drop out for a sec. Thank you for letting us
But you
know.
all know that I'm not going to make any oaths to do no harm.
No, that would be a terrible oath. Why would you ever take
Okay,
such a
just so
ridiculous
that
oath?
everyone knows,
Why would you take
the
such a
only
ridiculous
oath
oath?
that I will ever take is the one for the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
Of course.
Which is to do only harm.
Only harm.
Only harm.
But you all watching
That's
at
right!
home.
Only harm! Yeah!
And those of you at home should take an oath to answer this next question. Which of these burger chains is oldest? Is it Burger King, McDonald's, White Castle, or Methuselah's Burger Shack? Which of these is the oldest of these chains? And which of them is the new little baby chain? Just came out. Gotta love it.
Brand new, just out.
Brand new chain, just out. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Toss up. It's a toss up indeed. One BBBR.
Gotta toss that burger in the air.
3
Oh
got
my
it
God!
correct. It is in fact White Castle. White Castle was, of course, founded in 1921. McDonald's was founded in 1940, and Burger King was founded in 1953.
Wow.
One BBBR had a feeling it might be that. Bootleg Bart looks like Bootleg Bart got it right, but one BBBR single walk run did not. So let's go to the leaderboard and see how that shook things up.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit as Jazz Fenton and Stephen Premmel are in 4th and 5th, but also I've received a new psychic message, so let's go to that one. And of course, here we go. It's a very good movie. Should have been gay.
She
Just
should have
intern
been
things.
gay.
I agree. She should have
Yes.
been. She should have been gay.
She should have been gay.
White Castle is like In and Out, where most people who like it were raised around it. That is correct, Stephen Premmel. 1BBBR loved that wonderful psychic missive, as did I. It's so good.
So good.
Keira Knightley's character absolutely should have been gay.
Should have been gay. Should have been gay.
But we're about to approach our penultimate question in this game of grand trivia. So this, and as always, the final question is a bit of a tricky one. So this could be the make or break question. So I hope. I would love if I was able to give.
Self-immolation.
I love that. I love that. I'm not able to give bonus points, but yeah, I mean that would be great.
Yeah.
Being able to do fan art while playing, that's an achievement. You're right, bootlegged Bart.
We might give them the opportunity to murder some people.
Yeah, maybe
before we murder them.
Maybe HordeJedi gets to pick another planet will blow up.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it. So here we go. Boot camp. Okay, good. You're good for that. Boot camp for GLTS tomorrow.
Boot camp for bootleg.
Boot camp for
Bart!
bootlegs. What if everyone got this wrong for fun? LOL. That would be very fun. Here's the penultimate question of this edition of Grand Trivia. What city is also known as the Eternal City? Is that Athens, Mecca, Rome, or Dinosaur, Colorado?
Is Dinosaur, Colorado a real place?
It sure is, and you better believe we're gonna look up Dinosaur, Colorado after
Do they have
this question.
dinosaurs?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
are they? I bet. Because there's a lot of fossils in Colorado. It's very dry there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But look, Rome!
Yeah, 4 of you knew it. It is in fact Rome. The
It's
poet,
where all roads lead.
the poet Tibullus is credited by many scholars as the first to call Rome the Eternal City, though of course he did it in Latin. 4 people did not commit to the
They
bit.
did not!
That's what HordeJedi says. I mean, HordeJedi's not wrong.
Absolutely not.
Not wrong. But now let's uncover Dinosaur, Colorado.
Wow.
Originally named Artesia, Dinosaur was renamed in 1966 to signify its proximity to Dinosaur National Monument.
Why did they pick that picture? To show off their town?
Well, this is downtown Dinosaur, Colorado.
Why? Why didn't they? There's nowhere nicer looking that they could have got a picture of?
Should we take a Google Maps journey through Dinosaur, Colorado to find out if there is anywhere nicer?
Probably not.
Highway Bar and Grill is the only place in town that serves up cold beer and grilled food, including burgers. It's located on the main block of town.
Because that whole main attraction. See, that's gorgeous.
Oh,
Why didn't they use that picture?
apparently Happy Road 10 has been there.
Oh.
There's not much to do.
It's very
Let's go,
underwhelming.
and then let's switch to Chromebook. Chromebook.
Oh my.
What sounds does the Colorado dinosaur make? Actually, I think another sound it makes is Da 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 da. Fresh pavement sales, baby. That's true. So you said we should go to Dinosaur, Colorado, or we shouldn't go to Dinosaur, Colorado?
That's a good question.
Because I'm seeing some stuff that makes me think maybe we,
oh my
maybe
god!
we should go to Dinosaur, Colorado.
Wait, show it off. Show it off. Use your psychic link.
I'm going to use my psychic link, but I'm trying to get the little guy to walk around. There we go.
The little guy.
The little guy. The little Google Maps
He's
guy.
just a little guy. He's just a little teeny guy.
Okay, well, here's a photo of... No, we're back to the article. Who cares about that article? Let's Google Map it and go.
Look!
So this is a dinosaur monument in
Dinosaur,
Colorado. And of course, you know,
it's a
there's
really
other
ugly
things
dinosaur.
It's not the prettiest dinosaur, no, but here we go. Here's
Like
drop
tiny
down
it
our little
actually
agent.
is.
Here's Dinosaur, Colorado.
Wow.
And there is Kristie's Liquor.
Oh, hey!
So that's pretty impressive, huh? Kristie's Liquor right in downtown Dinosaur, Colorado at 228 Stegosaurus Freeway.
Oh my god.
I kind of love this
Right?
town. Yeah, plenty of parking. Exactly. Kristie's Liquor. HordeJedi says the dinosaur is Lucifer's mom. I can't argue with that. Oh, and there's the Rocky Mountain. Oh, I see something else we have to visit. Let me get back up to our bird's eye view so we can visit the Rocky Mountain cannabis dinosaur.
The cannabis dinosaur?
Where is it?
Where's the cannabis dinosaur?
I thought I dropped down right onto it.
Where's the cannabis dinosaur?
I think that red building is the cannabis dinosaur. Yeah, let's look at a photo of the cannabis dinosaur instead. There we go. Yeah, there's the Rocky Mountain cannabis dinosaur. So it looks like it's a dispensary called that. And yes, as HordeJedi points out, it's CB Dinosaur. You love to see it. You love to see it. And of course, the Dinosaur D, which I guess is a tree. Is there anything else? I don't know how that's a Dinosaur D.
Is it the truck? Are they talking about the truck? Is it behind the tree?
They might be behind the tree. And then
Now
there's also
that's the D pen box.
So there's two dispensaries. There's also the Dino Dispensary. Looks like it has a lot of happy people who work there. On
I like
Google
how
photos.
little there is in that town, but there are two dispensaries.
Yeah, there's the Loaf and Jug, Kristie's Liquors, Bedrock Depot, a gas station, the Dinosaur D, and the Rocky Mountain Cannabis. Yeah, one restaurant, but two dispensaries.
Yep.
That is correct. Punbot
Priorities
293.
correct.
Click on the D location again. Well, okay. What
Click
are
on
we
that
doing?
D. Click on that D.
Yeah, what's up with the D?
The Dinosaur D.
The Dinosaur D is a historical landmark. Why did we send Arthur there? Because we love when he's bored.
Yeah.
It's just great.
It's just fun. Sometimes I just do things because he'll like.
I did.
Get
These
into
are
your
the. This is the pic.
participation.
These are the. Oh!
Oh, there's a D
There's a giant D.
on the hill.
There's just a giant D on the hill. I see. Enhance. I'll try.
Enhance.
I can't. Oh, there we go. That's my enhancing. Unenhanced.
We found
Enhance.
the D.
We found the D. Are those bones? I don't know. I don't know, but they are synonyms. The D and bones are synonyms.
True.
But let's see who's up on the leaderboard right now. Much like the Dinosaur D.
Josh Fatson
Josh
going into
Fatson
third.
is now in third with 3 correct answers in a row.
Exactly, Punbot.
Everything is bones in the end, except me.
Yes.
I'm not.
Except for Fluval.
I'm not bones. I am
Fluval
not
doesn't
bones.
end. Fluval, you don't end. Fluval
I am not
ends.
bones, but I've been to the end of the universe, so I've seen bones. I'm gonna take my hat off for this final question, because it's serious business. Question number 20, the ultimate question, which is a double points question. Italian futurists called for the abolition of which food staple? Did they hate rice, pasta, eggs, or protein powder? Seen here is a robot who lives in the future.
What do they have against protein?
I mean, I'll tell you what, a lot of programmers would be furious if they abolished Soylent. But 5 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, pasta. In the manifesto of futurist cooking, they called pasta, quote, an absurd Italian gastronomic religion, and said pasta lovers were, quote, shackled by its ball and chain like convicted lifers. In addition, they wanted to change some traditional parts of the gross human custom called consuming matter. They thought some food on the table should not be eaten and would only be experienced by the eyes and nose.
What?
Food would arrive rapidly and contain many flavors, but only a few mouthfuls in size. It sounds like a lot of San Francisco are already some futurists.
Right?
All political discussion and speeches would be forbidden.
What?
And music and poetry would be forbidden except during a certain interval.
Why? Were they fascists?
Yeah.
It sounds like they're
Yeah.
fascists.
Yeah, that was what I was leading up to. Is also a lot of them, but not all, were a little fashy.
A little fashy? Just a
A little fashy.
fashy?
And by that I mean a lot of them became fascists. Yeah. Yeah. As much as their idea of banning pasta was bad, it was not the worst idea that Italian fascists had. Yes,
Protein.
exactly. The Agretsuko yoga instructor would hate them
He likes his protein.
because he likes his protein and also representative government. Yeah, no. That's sort of the problem with art movements of the mid 20th century. A lot of them, you're like, oh, cool, they did some interesting art. What else did they have to say? Oh, they were fascists. Okay, they sucked. Irredeemably great.
Cool. Fascism.
Dali also sucked.
He was a fascist too?
Oh, not only was he a fascist, he had erotic Hitler fanfic where he talked about how he wanted to ravish Hitler and, like, sucked up to Hitler. Yeah.
Fuck that guy! Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Yeah. Dali was also bad to women like Picasso.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, this is why if you're a lowly third dimensional being, you gotta be careful to not idealize anyone, but especially men from the mid 20th century.
The only person who you should be idealizing is Fluval.
Well, I'm not a person. I'm like the biggest. I transcend personness. I'm
Fluval
like,
does transcend.
I'm a
personhood.
godhead, if you want to put it in
Yes.
third dimensional terms. I'm a
Godhead
godhead.
is pretty
I
close.
said I'm a godhead, Stephen Premmel.
Yeah.
I transcend lowly humandom. I'm a godhead. I'm an ascended being.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's always a bit of a gamble. Okay, yeah, but I'm not Jesus. I'm not Jesus, Stephen Premmel. I'm not a person-god hybrid. I took it off! I took off my hat.
Yes. Fluval took off his hat.
Yeah, I transcended him. I mean, I thought I could have told.
Yes.
Oh, well, no. I mean.
What?
Oh, that's a good point.
Who transcended from
My
humanity?
wording did imply that I was at one point a human, not
Oh my
that I was
god,
born.
never!
That was your
Never!
That was your lowly.
Dare you imply this terrible thing?
Well, I reckon this is the part of the night where I get southern. Sometimes my voice drifts a little bit, much like a tumbleweed drifting down the plain.
This is because Fluval transcends all accents.
This is because when I get flustered, I really
Here, let me turn your accent dial.
take it on. I'll take on a southern accent, I'll do.
Oh.
Hello, it's me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, it is. Whoa, yo, it's me, Fluval, man. I'm just like, I'm here to challenge you to Grand Trivia, like, radical, man. Ugh, okay. I'm back.
There we go.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back to normal. Thank you. I'm back to myself with my voice,
You're
which does
glorious.
trend a little southern sometimes, but
But you're so glorious, Fluval.
I'm glorious. Phew, I'm glad you're happy to hear that I'm restored back to myself. That was half South London and half Bill Clinton. That was the scariest Ronald Reagan I've ever heard. Ronald Reagan, if you want to hear the voice of evil, it's this. It's me, the voice of, well, evil. Whenever anyone tells me you're evil and you should refrain, I just say, well, there you go again. Holy shit, Fluval. I wasn't kidding about Rich Little. This is actually my Rich Little impression.
Yes.
I say I was drifting towards, I say Froghorn Leghorn. I say I was. That was my weakest one, I have to say. I think that was my weakest so far.
Nothing about you is weak, Fluval.
No, but it was the most interpretive, let's say. It was an interpretive. You know, anyone can make an impression sound like the person you're impersonating, but sometimes you just need to do your own thing and go rogue with it.
Right?
You just need to go rogue
Just
with
go a
it.
little rogue.
Just go a little rogue. Just join a little rogue squadron,
Just
you know?
go a little rogue.
Just go in a little rogue squadron. I say I'm Foghorn Finhorn. I say winter is coming.
Wow.
That's a real quote from Space Jam 2 and New Legacy, in case anyone hadn't heard. We live in a wonderful future of a brand awareness. But you know,
What?
I
What?
I am receiving another psychic message, which makes me realize I need to come up with some way to visualize my psychic message, like I'm Jean Grey or Professor Xavier or something, like a little blob on my forehead for my psychic power.
You absolutely should, Fluval.
Yes.
Everyone should know how amazing
Yes.
you are when you're receiving psychic messages.
The D and bones are synonyms seen here over the beach that makes you old, so you will become bones far more quickly than you otherwise would. I think the beach that makes you old.
Oh yeah, maybe another hat.
Ooh, I could have a hat. You're right.
psychic
I could have a
hat.
hat.
Perhaps a Discord? Ah.
No. I mean, yeah. So we're actually, I have more psychic fan art as well now.
Psychic messages.
More psychic messages from the third dimension. The beach where everything makes, the beach that makes you so old you become bone. That's a good point. For a brief period, bones and D are synonymous, and then dust and D are synonymous.
Yes.
Where everything is lava and nothing hurts. Fluval. The bones are their money. I mean, it's true in Bedrock.
Yes.
Because clams are money.
Yes. And those are kind of like bones.
The bones are a renewable resource. I think that it's got that as an advantage if you turn it into a currency. Like,
That's true.
you know, to paraphrase the immortal multiversal bard's Smash Mouth, you know, the bones start coming and they don't stop coming.
They don't stop.
Bone
stop.
Farm.
Bone.
Bone Farm is ready.
Farm me.
Bone Farm is ready. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bone Farm. Yeah, oh yeah. You hear me, intern Charlene? Bone Farm is ready. That is why our streams thus far have never gone beyond, 3 hours, I think, is our longest for Space Court. Can you imagine Space Court if I had just had a break and started doing a bunch of impressions throughout it? And now I'm going to read this question as Johnny Carson. Well, the answer is... I went into Ed Sullivan there for some reason. It's a really big shoe, a really big shoe here. Johnny Carson Yeah, it would have been Space Corn. Exactly, and maybe I would have carried my weight by voicing multiple characters, like multiple of you had to, huh? You, of course,
you're weightless.
Being Durf, the pizza delivery being, and a number of interns as well. But speaking of achievements, I think it's time to view our leaderboard and see who won this here game of Grand Trivia. In third place with 14 out of 20 correct, it's True Name.
True Name!
In second with 15 out of 20, it's HordeJedi.
HordeJedi!
And in first place with 18 out of 20 correct, it is none other than Bootleg Bart, the genuine article. And single walk run in Jazz Fadson in fourth and fifth. Congrats, everyone. Congrats, Bart.
Congratulations.
Claps. Clap, 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 clap. And congrats to you, True Name, as well. Congratulations to all of you. Woo, good job.
Good
Woo,
job.
Indeed. Woo, good job, indeed.
Fluval, should we give them their prize? Should we give them their prize?
I think we
Should we give them their
should.
prize?
We should. Bootleg Bart, for your prize, I present to you this. That's right, the planet of all Springfields is no more.
Yeah!
But their moon Shelbyville now spirals throughout the universe with no gravity to hold it in place. So keep an eye out. Maybe Shelbyville will hit your world. And that laser hit right
On the D.
on the D. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I know you mean football.
Yeah, I mean it hit right where the D was drawn on the
Yeah,
ground.
I
And
did.
that didn't mean there was no subtle second meaning to that.
No, I know what you meant.
Thank you. I'm very literal.
You're so literal.
Much like our show next week, where we will visit Noir Earth.
Hey!
Right here on Radio Free Multiverse, the flagship show of the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
Your entertainment home for the hatred and humiliation of human beings.
North, if you were into that
North.
brevity kind of thing, exactly. Right, the dinosaur, right on the dinosaur. Which,
Right
by
on
the
the
way,
dinosaur.
I've heard if you say right on the dinosaur or right in the dinosaur, actually depends on which part of that world you lived on. If you lived on the northeast part of that world, you probably say on the dinosaur, but if you lived everywhere else, you probably said in the dinosaur. But thank you so much for joining us today on
Thank
Grand
you
Trivia
so
with me, Fluval, Grand Trivia
much.
Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire,
And me, intern Kristie.
and intern Charlene
I'm
here.
intern Kristie. Hi.
Stephen Premel has chills, and everyone, they're multiplying.
Are you
So
losing
you should probably get that
control?
checked out.
Is the power that Fluval is supplying
Oh yeah, and
electrifying?
in the dinosaur is a skate, exactly, and it's the same thing as a dinosaur blade.
Yes!
Have I ever sang? I have sung so many times.
So many times.
It is
Fluval's
actually,
glorious.
it's very telling that you were asking me that because I sing off air all the time. But will you hear it?
Will you hear it?
Oh, probably sometime. I'll probably do it sometime, but not right now because right now it's the end of the show. So thank you, Fluval, and thank you, intern Charlie Day.
Thank you so much. I'm intern Kristie.
Okay. Interdimensional Smule. Maybe I do know the Sonic Mule, the character from Isaac Asimov's Foundation series. This show is fire, much like the flaming pieces of the wreckage of Bootleg Bart's world that are now flaming and flying
Hell yeah!
through the universe. Goodbye. Great show as always. Thank you, HordeJedi.
Thank you so much.
We will see you next week on Radio Free Multiverse.
Oh, the fifth dimension. How do I begin to explain this to someone who is so puny? Ha 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 ha. Unlike Fluval of all the dimensions. Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.